Yes, yes. Welcome back to the Bad Guys podcast. I am your host, King Walker, and we are back with another episode. I don't know why I can't go live on this damn Instagram. Make sure you guys are following the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, man. Screw that Instagram, I guess. We are live. We are back. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you check yesterday's episode out. Did a movie review about Companion, the movie with dude in a relationship with a robot. Um, Finished off a little dairy questions from the dairy episodes and series. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. You can go back to episode 5. Go back to episode 67. Just make sure you like and subscribe. Go check it out. Trying to get this thing going. Got some good content on there. Just need you to go check it out, man. Like and subscribe. Like I said, as always, like we always doing on here. Let's get this going. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. X. Let's get it going. And this episode, I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm out here sipping on the Hennessy. It's Friday night. Shit, fuck it. I I was out earlier. You know it's December. It was December 17th, 18th night, one of them. Your boy, your boy done slipped on some ice. I'm bandaged up. Y'all be careful out there, man. I'm slipping on ice. I'm like, let me get something to sip on. Fuck this shit. Slipping on ice, damn near busting my ass. Well, busting my ass, hand bleeding. I got one hand, and I don't give a fuck. We rolling. All right, man. What's going on this episode? This episode we got Ryan Clark saying he is being musically profiled in the car when he gets his Uber. Now, I don't do a lot of Ubers when I go out of town, not too many. But they usually don't change the radio station when I'm in there. They keep it on whatever they keep it on. It's usually the pop station usually in the city. We'll get to that later. We'll get to the Ryan Clark and being profiled musically. Well, racially too. You get in the car, he won't play that Rick Ross as soon as he see your black ass get in there. We'll get to that later, man. We'll get to that later. But the first thing I want to get to, if you see the title, Tory Lanez speaks. I want to say this is the first interview he's done since he's been incarcerated for the shooting, assault, or whatever he got for Megan Thee Stallion. I almost called her something else. Oh boy, yeah, I might have to slow down on this, Henny. Um, yeah, Tory Lanez has had his first interview, and I was highly drawn in. It was interesting. It was good. I was entertained. Um, I'm about to play it, but I know I've said I can go back videos. I've argued with people many a times, real life episodes. I've done it. Tory Lanez is responsible for something. They all are. That's just me. They all are responsible for something. Um, it being Tory Lanez's weapon, he has to be responsible for something. Now, 10 years, that's a lot. Being stabbed up like a Met at a barbecue, that's a lot. That's a little too much. But as far as you being convicted, I'm not too mad. Especially the situation. A woman was shot by possibly your gun. Like I said, I've argued with people. I've been back and forth with people. He has to take some blame. And as I watch this interview, I see blame. Now, he is Canadian. This is not your typical American rapper. because he is not your typical American rapper. This is not your typical American rapper or R&B. He sings to R&B, whatever we call it. This is not your typical. This is not red and blue. This is not East and West. This is not drug dealing. This is not that. And this man has been stabbed up, thrown away, forgotten about. And when I play this video, you wouldn't think he's been stabbed up by watching the video until he brings it up, me bringing it up. So I'm going to play this video, Tory Lanez first interview being incarcerated. And I will say this, I'm not too shocked, but he is extremely articulate. Extremely articulate. Don't let that fool you, though. He's not your typical American rapper.
We're back now with an exclusive interview with rapper Tory Lanez, currently serving a 10-year prison sentence after he was found guilty in the 2020 shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. Tonight, Lanez's lawyers say there was evidence not presented in the initial trial as they argue for his release. Here's NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas.
Tonight, rapper Tory Lanez breaking his silence in his first ever broadcast interview from behind bars since being found guilty of shooting Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion in the foot outside a party in 2020.
I've never been violent towards a woman. I would never hit a woman, let alone shoot a woman.
Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, spoke to NBC News from California Men's Colony, a prison where he's 3 years into a 10-year sentence after being found guilty on 3 felony counts, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
Hold on, let me take this back. Now, with me being the guy that has said he is guilty of something, these things on the screen. Now we got this in writing. I possibly do not agree with the first two. It's the third one for me. The carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle. No matter who shot her, carrying a loaded, unrestricted firearm in a vehicle. That is Tory Lanez. No matter who was shot, that's on him. Now, 3 to 10 years? Hell no. But he has to take some responsibility of something.
Including assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
There is definitely a very big misconception about me that seems to the public as I'm this monster. And I feel like I was catapulted into this poster child for the unprotection of Black women. And it's just so unlike me. And I've never really had a chance to express that. But you can look at my criminal record. I don't have one. I never had one. And
most of us don't, Tory, until we get some money. That's you being a Canadian rap star and not being an American rap star, like I brought up earlier, you not knowing the game. So you running around, you don't forget he's slapping R&B stars. He's running around doing his thing. So unfortunately, it takes something like this to get you to sit down and look at life and how you moving. But yeah.
And I feel like, that connotation that I would do anything of this monstrous proportion is just, it's completely incorrect and it's wrong.
Lanez declined to testify during his 2022 trial. Do you regret not taking the stand?
I think if I would have taken the stand, the verdict would have definitely been very different.
The rapper's legal team filed an appeal, which was denied in November. But his team is continuing to fight, with plans to file multiple appeals next week, this time with the California Supreme Court, in one claiming newly discovered evidence that they weren't provided during Lanez's 2022 trial, including hundreds of pages of medical records for Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, which they allege raise questions about the fragments removed from her foot after surgery. His team argues that the fragments were not provided ahead of trial and that this was a violation of due process.
We didn't have that chance. Or perhaps we could have questioned the doctors differently when they were on stand to impeach them because it does look suspicious.
But in the appeal denied in November, the court did address the fragments, ruling that the surgeon's testimony was, quote, more than sufficient to prove great bodily injury on Pete. Proving something like this on appeal is tough.
This is a really, really difficult appellate argument for defendants to prove because they have to show if the evidence actually came into court, the jury would have found differently. It's an uphill battle, and it's something that often torpedoes any defense appellate argument.
The Los Angeles District Attorney's Office and representatives for Megan Thee Stallion have not responded to NBC News' request for comment.
And they're not going to respond until you make them. They're not going to respond. They don't have to until you make them. So if I was Megan Thee Stallion, I would stay clear of this guy, and if I was his lawyers, I would stay clear of their lawyers. Of course, that's the game they play. That's the game that should be played. This is common sense.
I believe not only that I was wrongfully convicted, but the amount of new evidence that has emerged since that trial, I think has.
And then there's rumors of new evidence. Now, I know y'all get on here and y'all want to love on y'all Tory Lanez so much and y'all love him so great, but they've been rumoring new evidence for months now, maybe even a year. Still haven't seen it. Y'all can't tell me what it is. He can't tell me what it is. If it's so profound, just say it. If it's so profound to get you out of jail, why do we have to wait for a courtroom to say it? You right here in front of the camera, man, say that shit.
Been overwhelming.
What has life been like in prison for the last couple of years?
Truthfully, I've done my best to keep my head above water, but mentally, I've gone through trauma that I sometimes even struggle with because I never imagined myself dealing with things that I would have to deal with. I've been stabbed 17 times.
I'm not gonna lie. Until he brings it up, I forgot he was stabbed up. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was stabbed 17 times. Listen to this guy. This does not look like a guy that was stabbed up like a hot dog at a barbecue 3 to 4 months ago. It just doesn't look like it. I forgot until he brought it up.
17 times. I almost lost my life.
If you could say something to Megan Thee Stallion today, what would it be?
I think that I wouldn't say something directly to her. I would like that moment to happen in person. We've both gone through a lot. There's this connotation that like I share this hatred for her, but I don't. I genuinely passed that. I'm at a place of healing in my life. I'm at a place of taking accountability for the things that I did wrong. And when I talk about my case, I don't want it to be taken as me coming at her because it's not that. I'm just asking for somebody in the system to look at my case and look at the evidence and ask if this was fair.
And with that, Chloe Malas joins us now on set. So, Chloe, Tory Lanez is also seeking a pardon from Governor Gavin Newsom.
That's right. His legal team has filed the necessary paperwork, and it is before the governor now. So they're seeking either a pardon where his criminal record.
How does that? Can somebody help me? How does that work for someone that's not from America? I mean, it can happen, but a governor that sounds like you got to go a little bit higher up. But I could be wrong. That's what I said. Help me out.
Will be wiped clean. He would be released from prison, or to have his sentence commuted, meaning that the time he has served is sufficient, and release him. But that doesn't change his criminal record. As for when this could happen, the governor typically does these twice a year, so this could happen before the new year.
All right, Chloe Malas versus Chloe.
Okay, we got it there. We got it there. You guys here. He looks like he's doing okay. That's first and foremost. For a man that was stabbed up just a few months ago, he looks like he's doing okay. He looks like he's doing fine. I'm not saying keep him in there. I'm now that time has gone on and things have happened. Free him. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give him a part. I think he served his time. I think he's been through enough where you can let this guy go. You can just let him go, man. You can just let him free. Tory Lanez, I say commute. I say commute. Don't change his record. He whatever happened happened. He does not need to be pardoned. He needs to be commuted. His record needs to say the same. Y'all can call me a hater all y'all want. Fuck y'all. His record needs to say the same. This nigga's not from here. He's not an American. Get off this nigga's nuts. Stop glazing him. He's not American. He needs to be commuted. His record needs to say the same. And we need to keep a close eye on him. He can run around, go back, run around, go do whatever you want to do, all that nigga shit. Go ahead, do your thing, make songs. Don't get me wrong. I like your songs. Go back to make the songs, whatever you do. But next time you get pulled over, you got a record, brother. And don't need no pardon. Next time we pull you over, there's a stat. We got stats on you, nigga. No. It don't work like that over here, nigga. You ain't got it like that. Mm-mm. All right. I think I'm gonna lay off the Tory Lanez thing. Pause. This guy. Hold on. Claiming there's a Brady violation because Megan didn't turn over all the medical records. What? That's what I'm talking about. Speak your shit. Speak your shit. Is that right? As I said, help me out. Help a young brother out. Is that what he's claiming? I like that. I gotta look that up. I don't know about no Brady law. But if he can make it happen, make it happen. I just say honestly, like I said, I say just commute the guy. It is what it is. Like I said, if Megan is holding back medical records, then we got some problems. We might have some problems on our hands. But I doubt it. Just commuting. No, no, I'm not gonna blame anybody. Just let him out. Just let the nigga out. Like it's over. He done been stabbed up. He I think he learned his lesson. But just don't let him just walk free with a clean record now. I don't know. We got crackheads. We got potheads that still got weed on their record and this shit legal. No. Keep the shit on this nigga's record. Let me get to Ryan Clark in a minute. Let me get to Ryan Clark. Clark. Musically profiled. We're gonna get to this musically profiled by your Uber driver. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I got some more things. Hold on. Matter of fact, yeah. Let's run this. Let's run this Charlemagne thing before we get to Ryan Clark. This boy Charlemagne and came up off on 200 mil. iHeart extending his contract to the Breakfast Club. I don't listen to the Breakfast Club personally, but it looks like Charlemagne is not getting left to the side and business is being business. I think he even got on the damn internet and started talking about it already. 200 million Breakfast Club. I think DJ Academics done broke it down. 200 million. That's a million a week. 5 days a week. That boy in there if my math is right, I'm pocket watching and shit. That's what I say. I say, hey, if he does good in the next 3 to 4 years, they're gonna extend that another 5. They're gonna extend that another 5. I think he's done enough where he with both sides. You know he's doing the whole politician thing now. I think he's in the money. I think I'm already thinking about the next one. I think he about to double up. Him and Stephen A. Smith is having a good year with their contract. Let's see what old Charlemagne got to say.
have to fill anybody's shoes. I don't have
Enough
to
to
wear
go around.
anybody's crown. I'm building my own.
Yeah, love it, man. Well, listen, right fast, hit me on the inside of Charlemagne Inc., right? You have your iHeart deal, your podcast network. From what I'm saying, you're a 51% owner in that podcast network. It's a
51%,
joint venture with iHeart. What's going on with the podcast network, man? How you liking that? What's inside that business? How are you able to run it? And what are you learning?
I love it. 5 years ago, well, speaking of Combat Jack, I was always a equity owner in the Loudspeaker Network. So it was me, Combat Jack, and my man Chris Moreau. And I credit Chris a lot because Chris told me 13 years ago, 2 things you're gonna have to do is write a book and start a podcast. I always knew I was gonna write a book just because I love reading, I love writing. That was a no-brainer. But podcasting, I was a little arrogant on it. I was like, why I gotta do a podcast? I do morning radio. And he was like, I'm telling you, this is where the culture is going. This is where media is going. And I started to think about it. I'm like, I have been fired from radio 4 times. So it would be cool to have my own platform. And, just in case this Breakfast Club thing don't work out, at least I still have a voice. And so that's when me and Andrew Schultz started Brilliant Idiots, 13 years ago. And then, helping Loudspeaker go out there and get, other talent and bring them on the network. Chris gave me equity in Loudspeaker. So I always saw how the podcast business was growing, not just being in front of the microphone, but behind the scenes as well. And so when I started to look at like what Bill Simmons was doing with the Ringer, and I was looking at like the Barstools and the Gimlets and Wonderies and all of these different platforms, I was like, yo, we don't have a space like that for us.
Right. Like a BET for podcasts.
That's exactly what my mentality was. Like I want to create the BET, for podcasting. Because the other thing I was seeing was like you had so many podcasts out there with Black hosts, but they were kind of like more focused on video than they were audio. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that they were necessarily connecting the dots the way that they could as far as the advertising dollars are concerned. And so when I was looking at, doing my new deal with iHeart, I was like, yeah, I don't want to just be talent anymore. Like I want to create this podcast network.
Is this you growing into, I remember 2018, I believe you wanted to podcast with Tory, and you were mentioning how Steve Harvey, Ryan Seacrest were your inspirations. You wanted to get into the executive producer lane, right? That was years ago. You're now in that, right?
Fully.
Is this where you wanted to be? Is where you are?
Fully immersed in it. Been there for the last 5 years, whether it's executive producing, movies, like my own television shows on Comedy Central, executive producing, audio scripted content with the company that me and Kevin Hart got with SPH Productions, executive producing these, podcasts that we got on Black Effect. Like, the name of the game is IP. So I'm fully immersed in my executive producer bag. But, it all starts with the Black Effect Podcast Network. Being successful at that, showed people like, oh, okay, he does know what he's doing, in the business space. But, I can't take, all of the credit at all. Like, my good sister, Dolly Bishop, who is the president of the Black Effect Podcast Network, man, once again, divine, right? Mm-hmm. When I had the vision for this, God told me immediately, all right, go get Dolly. You know what I'm saying? Go get Dolly. Dolly's great with talent. Dolly's great at business. Dolly has been, a manager, an assistant.
So Charlemagne's doing this thing. He's picking up the 200 million in next 5 years. Like I said, I'm pocket watching because this is what we do, right? This is what we not pocket watch, but this is the podcast game, especially the Black podcast game area. Still, I feel like still trying to figure out. It's easy for a guy like Charlemagne with followers that he has and the viewers that he has and the network that he uses, the Breakfast Club, to do things like that. Even academics, the video I'm about to play, pocket watching, this Charlemagne thing. Well, he breaks it down a little bit better than me because he knows a little bit more than I do. Shout out to academic. Now, I don't sit around watching academics now, but I just happen to run across this clip. You niggas out here pocket watch. This is a pocket watching special.
Who has gotten some of these deals, couldn't really ever confirm that. And I think Forbes would have pulled up for the 100 mil. So I think they got tens of million. Just to be fair, I think everybody who has gotten some of these deals, we've all been in the tens of millions. 8-figure ballpark. But congratulations to Charlemagne. He's now getting goddamn NBA franchise player money. This is for 5 years, $200 million. It breaks down to $40 million a year. And if you want to know what that means, it's about what is it? It's about $3 or $4 million. Yeah, it's like 3.5, so $3.5 million a month. Now, if you really want to break it down even further,
crazy. $3 or $4 million a month. I was saying, yeah, he's doing it a week. 200, yeah, adds up right. Yeah, it's a pocket watcher special.
$3.5 million a month, which is pretty much almost $1 million a week, which means if he's on the Breakfast Club for 5 days, literally 200 per occasion. So every time he's that sounds ridiculous, right? But that is dope, right? Let me bring up the calculator. You know, Pocket Watcher Act is always on the building. And by the way, I want everybody to know I'm extremely proud of Charlemagne. You know, jealousy doesn't run in my body, okay, ever.
Fuck that. I'm hating, but I am proud of him though. But I'm hating. But I will say this. This nigga can't be walking around. He got all this, but he can't be walking around. He need to have some security. I don't need to see another Charlemagne video where somebody running down on him or talking crazy to him. You got fuck you money now, nigga. Like, don't let these niggas run up on you.
And someone who I've looked up to and someone who I've rooted to be a leader, and I respect him. So let me pull up the calculator. Let's figure out how much he's getting. It's an extension for 5 years, 200 million. Where's the handy dandy calculator? Here we go. Bang. So if we're talking about 200 million, here we go with 200 million. Let's divide it by 5 years. It's 40 million a year. It's 12 months in a year. Divided by 12. It's 3.3 million a month. Divided by 4 weeks in most months. Divided by 4.
You're pocket watching, boy.
Okay. Yeah. Almost $1 million. Well, it's $800,000 a week. $833,000 a week. And if you know they don't do weekends, but let's just extrapolate. Let's go 5 days divided by 5. So per episode of The Breakfast Club, he would be getting $166,000. Now, this is not exactly how it works now, just to let you know.
That's just, just give you a thought. Pocket watch special. I'm pocket. We do a lot of money watching on this show. We do a lot of money watching. Did you guys see this? Sony is acquiring control of the Peanuts franchise. The deal is worth $457 million. Peanuts. Shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't know it was worth that much. Peanuts? Charlie Brown? It must be some kind of I guess they do be on clothing and commercials, not just say the movies and the cartoon. I ain't know. I got some Snoopy sweatpants and some Snoopy shorts. Oh yeah. They got clothing, merch, whatever, yeah. So 457 million. Sony is acquiring control of the Peanuts franchise. Like I said, we got a lot going on. Charlemagne, 200 million, Netflix buying Warner Brothers, I forgot for exact price on a couple billion. This year's been crazy. Did you see The Weeknd selling his catalog for $1 billion? I didn't think that thing was worth $1 billion. But hey, you gotta get it how you live out here. You gotta get it how you live out here. Okay. What else we got going on? We done did all the dairy things. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the podcast. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the podcast wherever, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, throwing them out everywhere. Shows everywhere, Twitch. I just did a Twitch last night. Instagram was working on the lives, but we're still doing our thing on Instagram. We don't have to go live, but yeah, we got the Instagram popping. We got the something else. I said Twitch, X, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the podcast, Spotify, Pandora. Hit that like button. I'm going to go ahead and get to this Ryan Clark being profiled. I'll save this one for last because I thought this was funny. And I'm not gonna lie, I've only listened to like the beginning of the video. I haven't listened to the whole thing. So some of this it's gonna be a surprise to me too. This another guy that's been busy this year, Ryan Clark, is claiming that he is being musically profiled when he gets into Ubers. They they play that Master P, that Rick Ross, that 50 Cent when he gets into the car. Hey, if I was a Uber driver, which I am not, your ass got in the car, I'd play some of that hip hop shit too, nigga. But this is Ryan Clark.
You know, I think it was like Pop or something. I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday. Go to walk my son's dog. Get in the Uber. Just some regular, like, you know, I think it was like Pop or something was on. Man, as you know, says hello. Doesn't even ask me. He just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listened to from that album. Then
he was playing that Pop.
He plays Many Men.
That Pop when y'all got
50
there.
Cent.
Hold on. You nigga say he played that Pop. All Eyes on Me. Yo, whole ass. He said, I don't even listen to Tupac. Oh, pussy. That's not even one of the songs I listen to. All Eyes on Me. I'm just fucking around. Ryan Clark's okay.
Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now, I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you got to go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake.
That's a whole fact. You have to go digging in the playlist for that Stay Scheming. I think that's a Middle Eastern's go-to when he sees a nigga.
And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync because it's not even the edited version.
Is he white? He didn't say the color or nothing. Because anyway, Not Like Us is for everybody. I've seen more white people sing Not Like Us than black people. Biracial kids love Not Like Us. Anyway.
And listen, bro, Continuum, all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane, classic. Maroon 5. Hell, Between the Pines, Sam Hunt. I know a little, now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you trying to play. Like, what about that? Chris Young, You. That's like one of my favorite songs. The bluest skies don't seem so blue.
Nigga, it's a Uber, not a karaoke bar, you fool.
Like, that is a classic. Beautiful Crazy. I mean, a day starts with a coffee and ends with I know country. So you mean to tell me you could have went, what was that? Nora Jones, Come Away With Me. Hell, the Hamilton soundtrack. Wicked. Listen to all that. You go.
Now, if you know Ryan Clark and you're familiar with Ryan Clark, he's on ESPN First Take. He does his commentation, his analyst job on ESPN. And if you watch him on Twitter, in the comments, and everybody always says, fire Ryan Clark from ESPN. It's shit like this is why people say that.
Straight, and it was a Sunday, bro. Couldn't put no Kurt Franklin on. Like that. I don't like a Kurt Franklin guy. Yolanda Adams, John Peakey.
I'm not gonna lie, you definitely do like a Kurt Franklin guy.
Like none of those people ring a bell to you, and maybe I want to listen to them. So yeah, so Uber people, Uber drivers, just turn around. Hey man, do you like this music? What music would you want to listen to? But please.
Nah, fuck you. I want to listen to Tupac, and you gonna listen to Tupac with me. Now sit back there and shut the fuck up.
Or if you go Tupac, like give me Against the World for something subtle and
nah, nigga, we playing Troublesome. La 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 la. Oh, you niggas die. Fuck you. You know, just sit back and ride, nigga.
Sane and chill. Don't go All Eyes on Me. Or if you're gonna do that, give me Ambitious as a Rider. Like, let me really get hype on a Sunday. But that was ridiculous, Mr. Uber.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't watch that whole video, but now that I watch it, this nigga's a pussy. This nigga's a pussy. I see why I be in the comments on X, flipping through X, and they be like, "Fire Ryan Clark, fire Ryan Clark." I'm like, why they hate Ryan Clark so much? Shit like that. Shit like that, man. Shit like that. Fire Ryan Clark. Fire Ryan Clark. Just shit like that. You said don't play might would just play hit 'em up for your little hoe ass. Not like us. Like I said, I've seen a white kid turn red screaming, singing not like us. So that's not a black song. That's an American song. That's rage against the Canadian. That ain't no black, white, hood song. That's damn near the national anthem. The damn not like us ain't no damn. You said that's not a black song. Not like us is not a black song. That is for white kids, biracial kids, black kids, all the original Americans, Mexican kids, 80s baby. That's if you was born in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, Not Like Us is your song. The fuck? Anyway, I seen this video of David Banner speaking on being selfish. I just want to play it because I kind of agree with him. I agree with him a lot. We're out here like he's gonna probably say in this video. We out here we do things for people. We love our family and it's the holiday season. But I'm gonna say something before I get this video. Sometimes being selfish ain't that bad. Like it's not. And then you gotta think about yourself out here. And then when you're thinking about what you're going through, especially in this holiday season, and you're going through your tough time, or you're going through your good time, or you're going through whatever time you're going through, don't forget that someone's doing very, very worse than you. It's the holiday season. We gotta be more selfish. We gotta be more selfish.
Take care of yourself first. Most of my life, I've always done for others first. I've always taken care of everybody that I possibly could and done for my people, to the best of my ability. There's been times where people thought I was being selfish and they actually had more money than I did. I couldn't even tell that story, but anyway, but I am now realizing that, I was watching Ted Lasso and that helped me realize something. A lot of times we overcompensate with kindness and we deal with other people's traumas and their lives because we don't really want to deal with our own, right? And I had done so much in my life and had been so many ways that I was using this part of my life of trying to find atonement. But I'm finding out atonement isn't with men. It's not with humans. And no matter what you do for men or women on this earth, they will suck your ass dry, and leave you alone. It's funny in my life, no matter how much I've given, it has never really been enough for those who are selfish. You'll see people who will say, you've done nothing. Now, I use words for a living. Nothing? 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 Not raised millions of dollars, not built studios, not gave scholarships, not Katrina, nothing. And so I realized, that people treat you exactly how you treat yourself. And I've learned to do for me. And if I can do for me and I can keep me happy, then I can sleep at night. And if I can sleep at night, then I can do for others. To a certain degree, after you do, whatever it is, what's your purpose, then that should be it. And I tell you what I learned in my meditation is that sometimes we try to bless people who are supposed to be suffering. It's some on this planet that deserve to suffer. They are in their season of suffering. And by you trying to bless them, you're actually getting in the way of something that's way above your pay grade. So sometimes you got to let a mother suffer. And your job isn't to save anyone. Your job is to give the word.
What y'all think? What y'all think about old David Banner? Speaking this shit, man. Be more selfish, man. Once we get up out of here, we'll get up out of here with it's the holidays. It's the holidays. We start doing what's the day? 20th, 19th, one of them days. As these days come down to an end, we're starting to do our season endings and our holidays. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're doing our season endings and our holidays. I'm sitting back. Most of these nights lately, I've been sitting back watching my favorite movies of the season, like holiday. I don't watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation about 8 times already this month. Batman Returns is one of my favorite Christmas movies. So this is that time. So as we do that, and as we get up out of here, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Let me know. Y'all let me know on what's going on. Which one is better, Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2? Home Alone 1 or Home Alone 2? Now I'm gonna have to tell y'all this. The the most funniest thing I've ever seen in life on a movie was when that motherfucker was getting electrocuted on that damn sink in the basement. And that's a Halloween. Halloween. That's Home Alone 2, I want to say. When he got that abandoned building, he was wearing their ass out. When he said suck brick, kid, when he was throwing bricks at the motherfuckers. I'm gonna have to go with Home Alone 2. I'm gonna have to go with Home Alone 2. Even though that first one is a classic, the first one is near and dear to me. If all my gamers were out there, the first one is near and dear to me because that damn Home Alone game on Sega or Super Nintendo, whatever you had, was fire. When it used to hang the nigga on the closet, you had to wiggle off that shit. Now that's when I think of Home Alone 1. I think of the game. I think of the game. That was a wrong pick. I think of the game Home Alone 1, but movie, Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2, he got lost. He was lost in New York. He was lost in New York. That's a little bit deeper to get left at the crib. I'm at the crib. That ain't shit. No, this motherfucker was in New York. He had an abandoned crib throwing bricks from the top. I think that's better than having your crib. I'm in New York. I'm in the park. I'm in Central Park. I got the little bird lady doing bird shit. Like I'm at the big toy store he went to. Yeah, I'm going home. I keep saying Halloween. Like I'm going Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. Now that damn Home Alone, that game on Sega. They put that nigga on that clothes hanger. He had to wiggle off that motherfucker, get off, and he had the BB gun. Yeah. The movie, yeah. Home Alone 2. But yeah, like I said, Home Alone 1 is a classic, but put that Home Alone 2 on. Put that Home Alone 2 on. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to the podcast. Let me go and get up out of here. We got something. Hold on. We got a comment. He was stranded in New York with his dad's wallet too. Had the credit cards and cash. He did. He had the credit cards and the cash. Yeah, Then he was at. Hey, he had room service. he had room service. Oh yeah, he was doing the most. He was, man. Yeah. Had his dad's credit. He was just buying shit. He was at the toy store. He was what was it? He was giving charity out. He was giving out charity. He was man. He was balling in New York. That made everybody want to go to New York. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. He had the wallet. And he had his dad wallet and the credit cards and the cash. He had the 5-star hotel, eating ice cream. The damn it clown was the damn butler or whatever. Whatever. What's the dude from Deuce Bigelow? What's the nigga name from Deuce Bigelow? Anyway, yeah, he was in there. They had more characters in that second one. Most definitely. I'm going with the second Home Alone. Easily. But yeah, let's go get on up out of here, man. Make sure you guys, like I said, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Go ahead and hit that like button. And go ahead when you're done hitting that like button, hit that subscribe. I see you out there. I see you. Let's go. Bad Guys Pod, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever app you have, we're on it. Bad Guys Pod. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. I will see you guys Friday. I will most likely see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys Sunday. But most likely tomorrow. Bad Guys out.